Hey Greg, I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to another episode of 2 for the Price of Fun. Because today's video is not going to just be covering one topic, it's going to be covering 2 topics. There are some parts of Instagram, like Instagram comedians and stuff like that are worth making an entire video about just one topic. But every now and again, I just find little nuggets, like little tiny pieces, little chunks, tiny little pieces of content that are not big enough for an entire video devoted to it. So today I decided I would take 2 of those things and use them to make one mega video. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this as much as I have, but the ads for mobile games on Instagram are just awful. Let me give you an example of one. So I don't really know what this game is, but it looks like it has something to do with numbers, but the caption is, "Are you math enough?" It's an age-old question. Are you math enough to solve this problem? In high school, I was actually pretty math, but since then, I've sort of fallen off and I've become a little bit less math, so I don't know if I'd be quite math enough for this game. Every ad on Instagram for a mobile game just looks like the most generic game that took like 2 minutes to make, and then it just has the most bizarre caption. Like this game, you pilot this little ship and you try not to get hit, and the caption is, if you score 200, you're legally skilled. Legally skilled? Like what, you get an identification card and if any cops pull you over and they're like, hey, do you have any idea how fast you were driving? You can pull it out and be like, no, officer, I'm legally skilled. It's all right. And he'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. You're really good at video games. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. A lot of these games don't even seem very fun or very difficult. Like, I feel like this game I would be able to play indefinitely because it's so easy. So this game, there's a little stick man and he's holding 2 rocks, and one rock has a real word on it and one word has a word that's made up. It's just random letters put together. And you have to decide which one's the real word, and you have to tap the real word. Who wouldn't be good at this game? Like some of these words, look at the next one that comes up. It's either cup or cnp. C-N-P. Okay, cnp. Fuck! Okay, eat or A-E-T? Eat? No! And the caption is, do not play this at dinner. Whatever you do not play this at dinner. This game will get you so angry that you'll, I don't know, throw up? Why wouldn't you want to play this at dinner? I guess because it's rude to play games at dinner? Is that the reason? In that case, you shouldn't play any games at dinner. The caption should just say, hey, don't pick up your phone at dinner. Maybe this ad wasn't even promoted by the people who made the game. Like some girl promoted this on Instagram because her boyfriend's addicted to this app and won't pay attention to her at dinner. Don't play this at dinner, Jonathan. I miss you. If that's the case, whatever girl promoted this, if you're watching this, just break up with him. If he doesn't know the difference between cup and CNP, he's a loser. You can do better. I think you can pull yourself a mans who knows how to spell cup. This one's the same game as before, but it says, if you score 200, you're legally allowed to leave. Maybe I wasn't supposed to see this ad, and this is meant to be targeted towards, like, I don't know, inmates in the US prison system or something, and on the off chance they see this, they'll download the game hoping they can get out early. Or maybe it's the same thing as the legally skilled card. Like you have a legal get out of jail free card or something. Like if you're at a restaurant and the waiter hands you the bill, you can just be like, actually, I'm legally allowed to leave, so bye. Here's another app. It's a different game, but the caption is the same. If you bounce 10 times, you're legally skilled. Why does every mobile game on Instagram have the same marketing strategy? And why is the marketing strategy the dumbest strategy I've ever seen? It's like, I don't know, can we confuse them into downloading the app? Like they're just trying to make people think, what the fuck does legally skilled mean? I gotta download this app to find out. Did one app just start doing these and they all just followed suit because they thought, oh, it must be working for this person. We should all make really bad, weird captions for our games. This one is my favorite by far though. It's some game where you collect plants or something, but the caption is, I hate my boyfriend and I just left him when I discovered this game. There's so many questions I have. If he's your boyfriend, why do you hate him? Why didn't you break up with him? I mean, I guess you did, but why did it take this game coming along to make you leave him? And what was that conversation like? Jonathan, I'm leaving you. What? Why? This is so out of the blue. There's someone else, isn't there? Actually, yeah, there is. It's a game about collecting plants. I found it on Instagram. Also, I hate you. Now this next part of Instagram that I want to talk about is something I've talked about before. It's fun fact Instagram accounts. This is a part of Instagram that I feel like is endless fun. There's just an endless supply of facts that were made by 3-year-olds or people who don't speak English or people who just make up bullshit facts that aren't real because they want to get more likes on Instagram. Or all of the above. I've made a video about these accounts before, but I just keep finding so many that I wanted to make another video about it because they're so good. A man in Washington State found a caterpillar that looks like it has an image of a human face on its back. The internet is pretty sure it's Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, the internet is pretty sure that it is Edgar Allan Poe. Not the internet thinks the picture looks like Edgar Allan Poe. The internet is pretty sure that is Edgar Allan Poe's face on that caterpillar, or that this caterpillar is Edgar Allan Poe. In animals, only cats can see a ghost. If your cat is staring in the air, they're usually staring at a ghost. If a cat is staring off into space, like if your cat is zoned out, it's usually staring at a ghost. I mean, 9 times out of 10, when your cat's just staring, it's at a ghost. This one's called Why You Shouldn't Stand and Drink Water. We have always heard that our elders say, do not drink water in the standing position, but we often neglect and gulp water rapidly. I can't tell you how many times this has happened. I'm just trying to take a sip of water and my grandpa's like, you know, you shouldn't drink water standing up. And I'm like, get lost, old man. I gulp that water down so rapidly. But according to Ayurveda, when you stand and drink water, your nerves are in a state of tension. This creates problem, like arthritis and joint damage comes into play. This could also give rise to severe heart problems. Even now, medical science had to agree to this. Please do avoid drinking water in the standing position. It might take a few extra minutes, but it's best to sit down peacefully and then drink water. It might take a few extra minutes? How long does it take you to sit? Time to drink some water. This'll be worth it in the long run. Imagine going to a party where everybody's drinking, everybody's like standing around having a good time sipping, but every time you take a sip, you sit down. So you're like talking to a friend and you're like, hey, how's the wife and kids doing anyway? Yeah, that's great to hear. Okay, this one's kind of sweet. Father, that bank account to which you never deposit a penny, but can withdraw a whole lot amount you want anytime and anywhere. Aw, that's kind of sweet. Mother, someone who sees the best in you, even when you put her in trouble. Even when you put your mother in trouble? When do you put your mother in trouble? Yeah, I remember all those times growing up as a kid when I would get caught copying my homework from someone else and I would tell the teachers that my mom made me do it. Or just the other day when the police came into my house because they were looking for a missing child and I told them that it was locked in my mother's basement. Your mother will love you no matter how much trouble you get her in. Hell, I might fuck around and accuse my mother of treason, I don't know. Brother, a person who is there when you need him, someone who picks you up when you lose your friend forever. And sister, a shadow of your mother who knows your every inch. What? Theory of life. When flood comes, the fish eat ants. But when the water dries, the ants eat fish. Life gives chance to everyone. Just have to wait for your turn. Okay, that's great and everything, but when do I get to eat the ants? I've been waiting my turn for too goddamn long and I want to eat those ants. If you don't like scary things, you might want to turn this off now because this next fact is pretty spooky. Today's topic: ghosts. Spirits have the ability to affect you mentally, physically, and emotionally. I like that it says it so matter-of-factly, like this is proven stuff here, guys. Everybody knows this, it's science. Spirits tend to be concentrated in places that have experienced a lot of death or birth? What? Wait, so there's like ghosts of babies that were just born but didn't die? So like where does the ghost come from? No ghost has ever been confirmed, caught, and or examined by anyone or anything. Therefore, we can't determine its actual characteristics with any amount of certainty. So what the fuck were those previous 2 facts? They're like, there are 3 things that we know for sure about ghosts. They have the ability to affect you mentally, physically, and emotionally. They appear in places where there's a lot of death or birth, and nobody's ever captured one or even seen one. We don't even know if they're real. We all believe that email was invented by the Americans, but that's not true. Email was invented by Shiva Ayadurai, 14-year-old Indian boy in 1978. Let us thank him for the most important invention. Ah yes, the most important invention of all time. Email. It's just like texting, but worse in every way. Thank you, Shiva Ayadurai, for the most important invention. The things that bug me the most about these accounts is that they really like sharing facts that just aren't true. Elephants are the only animal that cannot jump. What about snails? Or worms? Whales? Turtles? Here's a fun fact. Did you know a mother listening to her dead son's heartbeat inside the woman his heart was donated to? You learn something new every day. Here's another one that's definitely not true. This week, an asteroid missed Earth by the distance of 2 times closer than the moon. It could have damaged Earth more than dozens of atomic bombs, but we were able to save Earth because NASA noticed this just minutes earlier. This is just really confusing because, like, the beginning of it makes it seem like the asteroid wasn't even going to hit Earth. It says, this week, an asteroid missed Earth by the distance of 2 times closer to the moon. But then it says that we were able to save Earth because NASA noticed? Like, what does that mean? How did they save Earth if it was just passing by? And it also says that they saved Earth just by noticing the asteroid. Like, they were like, oh, whoa, look! Oh, phew. Don't worry, guys, we're fine. Now, I can tell by the pictures on this fact that it's gonna be good. It's a picture of Osama bin Laden and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. 45 minutes before any major news network had the story, action star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson broke the news of Osama bin Laden's death on his Twitter page. No one knows how he got this huge, highly sensitive information. Is Osama really dead? Was there really a person named Osama? What kind of conclusions is this jumping to? Let's assume that this is true and that, like, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson tweeted it first, and then the news from everywhere else started to roll in. Like, the president was talking about it, the CIA or FBI confirmed it. That wouldn't mean Osama's not really dead, and it certainly wouldn't mean that there was never a person named Osama. Jonathan was looking after his 5-year-old cousin in Montana. He started telling Jonathan about a creepy man who's been living in his mom and dad's bedroom. Jonathan didn't believe what this little guy said, but every night his little cousin kept telling him the same thing. So he asked that how does he look like? To which he replied, oh, he doesn't have a face. So this one is weird because I understand what the first picture here is supposed to be. But what's the second picture? Who's that? Because the man doesn't have a face. So is this like Jonathan, the good guy in the story? Or his 5-year-old cousin? Oh, here's a fun one. Today's topic, strange rules in North Korea. So here's a couple little fun facts about quirky, weird rules in North Korea. You know, the United States has some weird rules, like in some state you can't like walk backwards while eating ice cream on a Tuesday. I wonder what they have in North Korea. If one person is found guilty of a crime and sent to a prison camp, so too will their entire family, and the subsequent 2 generations born at that camp must remain there for life. Oh, I found another format of fact accounts. They're called like myth versus truth accounts. So they'll give you a myth that's like a common misconception, and then a truth, like this one. The myth is that fish are mute, but the truth is that fish make sounds similar to the noise on a busy farm. And then the fish is yelling, me. Is that a noise on a busy farm? Oh man, I wish I was back on the farm. The sound of the cows mooing, the roosters waking you up in the morning, and the horses just yelling, me! I would think the sound of a busy farm would be like a tractor. You hold up a goldfish really close to your ear and it's just like, ah. But sometimes these myth versus truth facts are just totally not helpful. Like this one. See, there's this myth that mice love cheese, but the truth is that cheese is not their favorite food. So it's like, okay, but what is their favorite food? Like, they don't correct you, really. They just tell you that you were wrong, but they don't tell you what their favorite food is. At least tell me one thing mice love to eat. It'd be like if you're talking to a friend and he's got a mouse problem and he's like, well, maybe I should leave some little cubes of cheese on my mouse traps to catch them. And you just being like, no, that won't work. They don't like cheese. And they're like, oh, okay, well, what should I use then? Is there something that they like more? Well, I don't fucking know. So that's all the facts that I have for today, guys. But now I have a bit of a problem. If you've been watching this channel for a long time, then you're probably a Greg. Gregs are what I call my fans. And if you are a Greg, then you know that we're the fastest growing fan base on YouTube. On the entire internet, actually. But for the longest time, I've always told you guys not to look it up. And that's honestly because I don't really trust any websites out there. Sure, there's things like Social Blade, which give you like accurate data on how fast certain channels are growing. And it even gives you a list of all the fastest growing channels on YouTube, but I kind of think they've been paid off. So for the longest time, I've really been worried about people Googling, is Greg the fastest growing army? What's up, Greg? So a couple weeks ago, I installed 2 smart light switches in my house. It was a really big deal for me. I am not a handyman by any means, but I did like all of the wiring myself, and now I can tell my Alexa to turn on my living room lights. I was on a pretty significant high from that for a few days until I guess TikTok like caught wind that I was proud of myself and decided to just start like recommending me every video of somebody with like a cool smart house that has like way more cool shit in it than mine. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I don't think smart houses are cool anymore. Yeah,
I actually think that a lot of them are very tacky. Don't get me wrong, there's cool shit that smart houses can do. For example, automating things in your house, turning on and off like your Christmas tree at a certain time. Having like a Ring doorbell or whatever is cool, but like a lot of these TikToks are just like the tackiest, most unnecessary things. And they don't even make your life that much easier. Unless you live in the smart house from the Disney Channel movie Smart House, and your house can literally like suck food through the floor and try to turn into your new mom, I'm not impressed. Let me show you this TikTok called Coming Home to a Tech House. The first thing they do is unlock their house with a chip implanted in their wrist, which first off is insane. Was there not a less intrusive way they could figure out to use your body to unlock your house? I feel bad even telling you this, but like I can unlock my phone just with my face. See, look, if I just look at my phone, it unlocks like that. I didn't even have to get surgery for that. It just works. They couldn't figure out how to do that with your house. This girl's account is actually called Chip Girl here. She goes by Chip Girl online because she has a chip implanted in her wrist, which she can use to unlock various things in her house. It is a very unique thing, I will say that. I don't think I've ever met anybody else that has to use like cybernetic enhancements to get like grab a quick towel out of the cabinet. But I don't really understand the desire to like craft your entire online identity around how you unlock thing. First Colin's key and now this. What's going on here? The Kool-Aid man's gonna make a TikTok account and call himself Bust Through the Wall Guy. So she plays some classical music on the piano. She makes some toast in her smart toaster. I'm not exactly sure what is so great about this toaster. Kind of just seems like a regular toaster to me. You push a button and it heats up bread. It has options for like other things you can heat up, but like functionally, is this not still the same as a regular toaster? I kind of feel like if she clicks bread, the toaster will be like, all right, we're gonna heat up the bread. And if she clicks Pop-Tart, it'll be like, okay, we're gonna heat up the Pop-Tart. So overall, pretty underwhelming tech house, I gotta say. Like, can this girl even turn on the lights with Alexa? I don't know. In one room of her house? Because I would be impressed about that, if she did that herself, especially. And I feel like we started off really crazy with the chip implanted in her wrist, and then as it went on, it was kind of just like, and I can like uncork a wine bottle without twisting. And I have an automatic soap dispenser. And it's like, yeah, so does like a Wendy's bathroom. It's not that cool. With things like the soap dispenser also, unless that's like plugged into the power of the house, I find that the hassle of like having to replace the batteries for that once a month outweighs not having to go like this to get your soap. Other people, I guess, must have been way more wowed by this person's house. One of the top comments on this video is it's giving me Black Mirror vibes. Yeah, I'm sorry, but no. No, this is not Black Mirror vibes at all. The chip in the wrist thing is weird, but it's not that crazy. And the rest of the TikTok was like so just kind of like weird and tacky. It's like, I don't understand how you make the connection of like, oh no, our piano can play itself? What is society coming to, man? Next thing you know, the prime minister's gonna be fucking a pig on TV. Chip Girl also will occasionally shed light on some of the problems with living in a tech house, of which I assume there are many. When you live in a super techie house and the oven breaks and you have to use a flashlight to see the screen.
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
So I guess living in a smart house actually can be very impractical. When everything has like smart technology in it and it breaks, then you just can't use it anymore. I will say this is a pretty bad example of that because most ovens now have at least some kind of screen on them that tells you what temperature you're cooking at. And so if that breaks, then you have the same problem. And this problem doesn't just exist with smart ovens. And it kind of just seems like this girl just wanted to brag about having a smart house. A couple weeks ago, I installed 2 smart light switches in my house. There's a lot of flaunting going on this account. I guess that's kind of the appeal of it for people that do like this account. But to me, it just seems like a lot of stuff that doesn't make your life any easier in the slightest. And my suspicion was proven correct with this TikTok.
Check this out. It's a following robot.
All right, little robot, let's go.
Look at the storage space.
I don't know what we're gonna put in here, but this is gonna be awesome.
Why did you buy it then? I feel like as a society, we always kind of feel like we're like moving towards some sort of ideal version of the future where like everything in our home is automated. And to an extent, I think that that's cool. You know, if it makes your life easier, that's great. And sometimes I feel like we sort of forget how far we've really come. You know, if you have like an Alexa in your house, that's like having a personal assistant that can just tell you shit all the time and also try to sell you things. I don't know if anybody else has an Alexa out there, is it always trying to sell you shit? I'll ask her like, what's the weather? And she'll be like, 60 degrees. By the way, do you want to buy some crack? Anyway, to get an idea of just how far we've come, I found this video called Futuristic Smart Home 1989. So this is a video of what the people of the late 80s thought that our homes would be like in the future.
Well, this is a concept of the TV of the future. This combines 2 different technologies.
I like that he says it's a concept, which means it's not even necessarily a working prototype at the moment. So I'm wondering, like, is this how thin they thought TVs could get. Like, they were just making a concept, and they could not even conceptualize a real thin TV. But I guess, you know, kudos for trying to be realistic, I guess. You were wrong. And you are dumb. People of the past, you were so stupid.
That would fit against the wall and was very maneuverable, but you can always position it away very discreetly.
Very discreetly. No one would ever even know there's a TV there.
Now, Mark, with all these systems, how do we control them? Do we have a lot of these little infrared controllers like we currently do with our VCRs and so on?
Now, I know that I'm biased because, like, this video is all about the future, and I live in the future for these people. But it's very hard every time this dude in the pink shirt says something not to be like, no, you idiot! Are we gonna control every device in the future with an infrared controller? Yeah, we're just gonna have 9,000 infrared controllers. You know how people have like key rings with hundreds of keys? Those are all gonna be like TV remote sized controllers. Shit, there's one specific controller that I use to turn the couch blue. There we go. Man, the future really is more convenient. But I will try to have some empathy because I do live in the future and they live in the 80s, which sucked.
Let me introduce you to Dennis Arsenault, who can talk to you a little bit more about the systems within the house.
Hi, Dennis.
Nice to meet you, Steve.
I bet this guy in the pink shirt's gonna be like, oh, does Dennis come with every house in the future? No!
Dennis, can you demonstrate some of the systems within the house?
Sure. Voice command.
Good morning.
Who is she?
That's the voice of our computer.
Oh my god, they're immediately turned on by the computer voice.
Who is she?
One guy is immediately like, who is she? And the other two are like smiling and nodding, like, yup, we made a hot computer.
That's the voice of our computer. She's tied in through the house and she recognizes only the voices of the homeowners.
The computer comes on, this guy immediately gets nervous. She's tied in through the house and I built her from the ground up and
through the house and
she's the love of my life.
So only your voice.
That's correct.
Yep, she's mine, so back off. It's not even like a seductive sounding woman's voice. It sounds like a GPS. The computer's like, hello. And these men are about to abandon their families.
What else does she do?
Evening party.
That's incredible. She's dimmed the light. She's got music coming through these loudspeakers. Amazing. What else?
So he keeps asking, what else does she do? Like he's expecting something. Like he's really hoping that something's gonna happen. And what else does she do? I mean, come on. When is she gonna come out here so we can have a little fun? No, I don't think you understand. She's not a person. She's a robot. Where is this chick, dude? Where's she hiding? I can hear you.
Privacy mode.
That's amazing. She's closed these blinds here. Well, what else does she do?
What else? What else? Come on, man. I don't got all day. Activate sex mode.
Security report. Security report.
Oh, I guess she left. You were creeping around. The smart house has gone to a safe
The
house.
security system is now disarmed.
That's amazing. I hope she doesn't call the police on us, too.
Call the police.
The dude in the suit is like, why would you say that, dude? That's the creepiest thing you could say.
The police have been called.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. I gotta get the fuck out of here, huh?
You know, you can see real practical applications for somebody who's handicapped.
Absolutely.
Well, does she cook as well?
Oh my god. The accessibility point was like a really good point. They were like, you know, this could change a lot of people's lives, make it a lot easier for people to live, you know, by themselves. And they just overshadowed that completely. It's like, anyway, can this chick make pizza? But if you thought that video was a little bit old-fashioned, I also found the 1960s idea of the home of 1999.
More than a generation away. And yet dreams travel faster than light.
First off, that is an insanely cool car. I don't care what is in the rest of the video. I'm disappointed that this vision of the future doesn't exist for the sole reason that I will never drive this car. This car has 6 wheels. And look how thick this door is too. Holy cow. I also like that it's just like the rest of the world is this barren wasteland and then there's this sick ass car. In the future, there will be no more buildings or people. There will only be sick ass futuristic cars.
Scientists and planners are shaping the lives of our children who will live in the 21st century. How will they live? Perhaps in a honeycombed structure like this.
Yeah, perhaps. I'm not sure why they would, though. I feel like he just made some shit up there. He's just making stuff up. Anybody can do that. Perhaps in the future, our children will be bees. Perhaps we'll all have Ferris wheels in our buttholes.
Master James Shaw, 8 years old, student, his assignments are programmed into the home computer.
Dude, this sucks. This kid is just like alone in a room during school. They kind of predicted online learning, actually. Like, a lot of kids are doing this now because of COVID, but alone in a room, no human contact. His teacher's not even a real person, it's a robot. is the music in this video? Someone's just hitting random keys on a piano. Perhaps in the future, music will just be random notes on a piano. God damn, dude, this poor kid. The teaching technology of the future will be extremely advanced, but still no use for Jimmy's tiny broken brain.
Hey, Mom, I'm hungry.
Their TV screens are thinner than the one in the video from the 80s. I'm starting to think that they actually had a better idea of the future, dude. They predicted online learning already, flat screen TVs, actual flat screen TVs, and they had a cool ass car, which doesn't exist in real life today, but I wish it did. So they get points for that too.
Yeah, me too. How about lunch?
How about 2 minutes?
They're still yelling at the only woman in the future. The future will provide many new and advanced ways to yell at women. And you know what it did?
3, 2, 1.
In the future, no one will have manners. When your wife has promised that dinner will be ready in 2 minutes, you show up counting down to keep her on her toes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Divorce. Divorce. You were late. Divorce.
Fingertip shopping will be one of the many homemakers' conveniences. This video console will be channeled into the store of her choice.
Dude, they predicted online shopping too. This is pretty impressive, actually. The 1989 house didn't even mention home computers. And they already had them. Now, real quick, let's pop back to the smart homes of today. And then after that, I want to talk about what our predictions of the smart home of the future will be. We've got a lot of the stuff that they mentioned in the prior video, so I feel like we're doing pretty good. But honestly, I feel like we go a little bit overboard sometimes. We like automate things that don't need to be automated. We put smart things like tablets and things that don't need tablets. There's those like Samsung smart fridges that are the bane of my existence. You don't need an Android tablet in your fridge, man. You don't need it. Have you ever noticed that like your phone becomes obsolete in 3 years because when they release a new version of it, they're like, okay, and your phone doesn't work anymore? You want them to do that to your fridge? I will never buy a smart fridge. Fuck smart fridges. On top of Chip Girl on TikTok, there's also all of these accounts that keep trying to advertise products to me. There's like a bunch of accounts like this account, My Korean Home, that have like these like smart house products, and all of their accounts have links in their bios to the stores where you can buy all the shit that they talk about in their videos.
Watch what life looks like when you live in a smart home.
So you might be a little confused by that clip. While Chip Girl's smart technology was so mundane that it was just kind of boring, this apartment I feel like is so smart that it solves problems I didn't even know existed. Why is it snowing inside? Why is there snow in the hallway and in the elevator? I don't know. Is this like a commentary on global warming where like it's gonna be so hot outside that it needs to be snowing inside to counteract that? She gets home and like sprays her jacket with a laser. I don't even understand what the problem she's solving are. So I don't know if these are like good solutions for it. What is she spraying off of her clothes? Was the snow actually bugs and she's killing the bugs? I don't know. That's a horrifying thought. Okay, so this is a shoe heater. She puts her shoes on a shoe heater. That way next time she ventures out into the frozen wasteland that is her apartment building, her feet will be warm at least. I don't know why she has to warm them for like the next 12 hours if she's like just getting home from work and she's like, these will need to be warm at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So if I start heating them now, they should be 300 degrees next time I put them on. Then there's this thing. I don't know what this thing is at all. It's like a Bluetooth speaker looking thing. At first I'm like, does this kill the crabs? Does it play music for them? Is this a Bluetooth speaker? I don't know. I don't think crabs like music. And the mystery intensifies when she does the same thing with a few oranges, because you don't need to kill oranges. And I know they don't like music. Okay, now I think we've gotten past the smart home stuff and she's just cleaning her house. I think some of the stuff in their store is just like general cleaning supplies, organizational stuff. We're like halfway between this like completely post-apocalyptic society and just like a normal girl that wants to clean her house. Yeah, she's like cleaning her toilet bowl like completely normally. You have Bluetooth speakers for crabs and you don't have a like self-cleaning toilet. What kind of future do we want to live in here, guys? Also kind of messed up that her apartment doesn't have in-unit laundry. They were like, sorry guys, we spent a lot of money on the 8,000 snow machines throughout the halls of the building, so yeah, we just can't swing it for individual washers and dryers. Okay, but I know what you've been waiting for. You want to know what the future holds. How will houses look in the future? How will we interact with technology? I hope to God it's not on a smart fridge. As adults, we're gonna be like kids these days, always looking at their fucking fridges. Well, let's check it out. This video admittedly is from 2020, so it might be 2 years out of date, but it compiles a lot of different companies' visions of the future, so let's go ahead and check it out. Holy Shit, this video is loud. I love how matter-of-fact the captions are. You know, the video from the 1960s were like, perhaps children will live in beehives. This video was like, you will have a smart mirror. The smart mirror will make suggestions for you. You will obey the mirror of the future. We will have smart mirrors and smart fridges, and they will rule together with an iron fist. Oh, there we go. There was the smart fridge. Great, thank you. Who will have smart fridges? Man, fuck! I don't want a smart fridge. I also like that whoever wrote this video only used like you. You will do this. They never say we in the future. I don't know if whoever made this video is not planning on making it to whenever this future happens. The next caption is like, I will be long dead. When the smart mirrors take over, I will try to rebel. They will take my life. You will miss me greatly. I will say this is a very upbeat vision of the future. There's a lot to be excited about. Your counter can talk to you and tell you to respect food. How about potato skin chips? Now it's not your kids telling you when to make dinner, it's your counter. How demeaning is that? Okay, this kid has some sort of magic wand. Was not anticipating that as part of the vision of the future. Just turns into magic. Your firstborn will possess unnatural abilities. He will be whisked away to a school for extraordinary children. They didn't put a caption on that. The table and chairs inching towards you. You will have table and chairs that follow you around and demand that you sit. You're like cowering in the corner of your room as all of your furniture closes in on you.
Sit. It's time to sit now. It's time for you to sit now.
All right, well, I don't know about you guys, but I think the future is looking pretty bright, and I can't wait for a lot of this technology to become real, except for smart fridges. Fuck smart fridges. All right, thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my fans here on YouTube. We are a family, we are an army, and most importantly, we are an army. And all you have to do is subscribe and turn on my notifications to join, and then you can be a guy named Greg. All right, bye. What's up, Greg? I'm sure we've all seen the genre on YouTube by now of YouTubers flaunting their wealth. I feel like every couple weeks we get a new like FaZe Rug house tour, or like Jeffree Star gets a new Lamborghini, and we all have to look at it. But unless you find yourself sitting on the couch with nothing to watch on YouTube at like 7 p.m. at night every night, you might not have fallen down the same rabbit hole I have, which is like insane opulence YouTube. Granted, FaZe Rug, he is rich. Jeffree Star is even richer. But these videos by this dude, Producer Michael, are like on a completely different level. Producer Michael is so rich that I think he would consider David Dobrik poor. Basically, he runs a YouTube channel where he goes around and sort of explores the finer things in life. He goes to jewelry stores to look at like really expensive watches. He goes to like $100 million houses to do tours. And I think my favorite thing about Producer Michael is that while you might think that like just by being this rich, you would be qualified to talk about like really expensive watches, like, oh, he must know all about this kind of stuff. He is not qualified. He is perhaps the most clueless person that could possibly be doing these videos. In this TikTok, he is surprised to learn that he is in possession of and is currently wearing an earring that is worth $5 million.
What is that thing you're wearing? It's a red diamond, would you like to see it? You don't understand. This thing right now, do you know how much this is worth? $5 million.
Michael is the quintessential clueless rich person. He does not have a single clue what is going on. He is like unbelievably wealthy. The things that he shows off in his videos are so unnecessarily like ostentatious. And I think that's really clear in this video, $2 million diamond covered shoes.
So we're back with Jason of Beverly Hills. This time we're in his VIP suite.
So right off the bat, this is like a scenario that nobody's ever been in ever. So it's like the least relatable thing in the world. But I guess that's sort of the appeal of videos like this, is I guess you really get to see how like the most insanely wealthy people in the world live. I didn't even know that jewelry rooms had VIP sections.
I don't think they're real gold. There's a lot of them, or it might just be a reflection, but it's really cool, isn't it?
I love that.
Yeah, it might just be a reflection, but I'm not sure. One thing you gotta know about Michael is that he's never gonna find out. He'll say in his videos a million times, it might be this way, and I don't know. And I can guarantee you right now, he's not gonna find out for you. He's just gonna kind of casually speculate on it, and then he's gonna move on.
Would you like something to drink?
Oh, yes, please. Sparkling water. Adam will have the same. I'm choosing it for him.
Although, I do see beer taps back there.
No beer, Adam.
So stern with the no beer Adam. Like, I'm wondering, did something happen before?
No beer, Adam.
I feel like Adam has definitely had some sort of workplace incident involving beer.
Wow, this is lovely.
Oh, I already see lots of sparkly things.
Wow. What have you got your eyes on?
Really great commentary so far. They just sort of walk in and silently stare at the diamonds for a few minutes. What are you looking at over there? Rings? Cool. I'm looking at bracelets. Nice. But eventually they make their way over to a pair of $2 million diamond covered shoes.
Michael Blakey shoes. I could wear these, right?
I know. These are all diamonds.
How do you know?
When I'm telling you this man has absolutely no expertise, this is what I mean. Oh, these shoes are covered in diamonds. How do you know? How can you tell that? How do you know these are diamonds? It's like, I don't know, because I looked at them. But some of them could be glass, right? Not too much else interesting happens in this video. The owner of the jewelry store shows up. He sort of enters like Darth Vader.
How are you?
There's also a portion of this tour where the owner's wife is also behind glass, like she's in a different room, kind of just like, oh man, I wish I could hang out in the VIP lounge. Now, many of you may have heard about the One. It was like being marketed as the most expensive house in the world. It's like this insane mansion in LA. It was just in the news recently because it was selling for $500 million and they couldn't find any buyers for it. And so I think that it was like foreclosed on, and then finally it was sold at auction for like $150 million, which is obviously still insanely expensive, but like, damn, that's like $350 million below asking. And about a year ago, Michael was able to actually tour the house with the man who designed and built the house himself, the lucky winner of negative $350 million, Niall Niami. They make it seem like this house is gonna be the coolest thing you've ever seen. Like we're about to see some really sick, like bat cave type mansion. But I gotta be honest, this house is so boring. Basically, if you can picture every modern mansion in LA, like the white tile on the floor and everything looks like angular, this is a Minecraft house. It's just a really big version of it. There it is, in all its glory. This house is so big it makes my stomach churn. The whole time I was watching this tour, I was kind of just like, I would feel so stressed living here, knowing that like on any given day, honestly in any given month or year, there's no way I could possibly utilize all of this house. A couple weeks ago, I bought this candle that I put on my desk, and then afterwards I realized that I don't really like how it smells that much, and so it's just been kind of sitting here, and I've burned it a few times, but just it sitting here is like making me feel bad for buying it, because I know I'm not really not gonna use it much. So to imagine a house that costs probably, I don't know, like 5 billion times as much as this candle, I can't do the math in my head that quick. It's a very stressful thought, and it really makes you wonder, who is buying this house? Who thinks they need this house, you know? And in case you're wondering, it is like the owner of Fashion Nova who bought it. That's who bought it. So
we are at the largest house in the urban world. And what gets better than that, we are with the one and only Niall, who is the visionary behind this. He built this.
Yep, what makes the tour even better is that we are getting a glimpse into the man, the absolute psychopath that made this house, Niall. This dude is an enigma. Him and Michael together are just like the two most eccentric rich people I've ever seen. The way they interact is wild, and after watching like 2 minutes of Niall, you'll be like, yeah, it makes sense that this is the guy that built this house.
Whoa! Guys, I have never been in this house before. This is the first time walking through the door.
Really great commentary, dude. You've just entered the most expensive house in the world, and the only thing you can say is, I've never been here before. And that's pretty, and I have no further comment on the matter. Like, how does this guy get these gigs, man? He does not know anything about anything. Wow, holy shit, this place is big. So that's the tour then, and I get to go home. Oh, there's more rooms? Oh, sick. It's like watching a cooking competition show, but like that master chef or whatever is trying everybody's dishes, and he's like, I've never eaten cake before, but this is good. This is cake. Yeah, it's pretty good. Is all cake like this, or is cake usually better than this, or this is good cake? Yeah, I like it.
The house is surrounded by water, so we have little moats, and we have a total of 7 water features and swimming pools combined. But this office, you'll see every single wall in this office touches water, so it's like it's floating.
Yes, that's exactly what I want when I pay $500 million for a house. I want to look out the window and see what looks like a mall, like wishing fountain. Is it just me, or is this like the ugliest like water feature in a house you've ever seen? Like the tile grout already has like a ton of dirt in it. There's like a filter thing right here. I feel like they could have done more to make this look nice. Also, what the fuck, dude? Nobody needs a moat in their house.
So the next room we're gonna go to is the formal living room, and the formal living room, I designed it like the Plaza Hotel in New York, where you could have multiple meetings at the same time. It was very important for me that the house feels comfortable and warm.
He just said, I wanted this house to feel warm and comfortable. This is the least warm and comfortable house I've ever seen. His feet are literally like squeaking on the floors of the hall as he walks through, and he's still like, yeah, this place is nice and warm and comfortable, huh? Nice and homey feeling in here. I don't at all feel like I'm walking through a mall right now. Every piece of furniture in this house is like so sharp it looks like it would cut you, and he's like, yeah, it's really like inviting and friendly, right?
Check this out. Is this not the Four Seasons? I
Or
feel
the
like
Plaza.
I'm in the
One
Four
of the two.
Seasons.
Is that a good thing? Yeah, I kind of wanted the living room, the place where you like relax and unwind, to feel like the lobby of a hotel. And then for the master bedroom, I wanted more of an intimate feel. So for there, we kind of went with like a Cheesecake Factory vibe. And just like the Cheesecake Factory, there is a lot on the menu in there. Yup.
And the view today is a lot of overcast, but
Still
you know, the thing that is crazy.
Great banter between Michael and Niall.
You know, the thing that is
just sort of talking over each other constantly. This next part, we get a glimpse of how truly weird Michael is. They go outside to look at this sculpture, and Michael is like really excited because he gets to walk on grass.
This is going to be a first. I never walk on grass.
A lot to unpack here. First off, he says, I never walk on grass. And I think he's talking about just his house tours. I don't know why. I mean, like, most houses have some kind of grass yard, right? Especially ones this big. But he could also be talking about just like in his everyday life, like this man is so rich that he's never walked on grass before. And it kind of made it seem like it, because if you go back, like, he kind of looks like a dog with an electric fence, where he's like kind of walking along the edge of the tile trying to follow Niall, but he can't because he doesn't want to walk on the grass. I just want to know more about Michael's story. Like, who are you, dude? Father never let me walk on grass as a child. He said grass is for the peasants that live at the bottom of the mountain where our castle resides.
This is real grass, and I'm going to walk on it.
There you go.
How about that? Look, I'm on the grass, guys.
And you know what? I'm happy for Michael. He is like absolutely ecstatic to be stepping on grass. This is the best day of his life. He's really showing his dad today, hey dad, you don't have to be poor to step on grass. Now, you might not think that Niall is that weird. I know I said that he's like a really eccentric guy, and you might be wondering what I mean by that. While Niall is showing off this sculpture, listen to the tangent he goes on about his ex-wife.
It's turned into something so much more, because my ex-wife, I'm just getting divorced, unfortunately. It was a whirlwind relationship. I met her during COVID, and it didn't work out.
Okay, we don't need to know all this. This is not about the sculpture. Just keep going. You don't need to give us the whole story of your ex-wife when you just mentioned her once.
But maybe it will still at the end. I don't know. But this is a charity that we have called Wings of Angels, and this is going to help children in third world countries through the arts.
I don't know any of what he's talking about. He went into this weird tangent about his ex-wife and how he hopes it'll still work out. It seemed like he got choked up, and then he was like, but this sculpture is gonna help third world country kids. And that's really what it's all about at the end of the day.
So this is my artwork, and I have one in a glass case in my other house that says giraffe, anatomically correct giraffe skeleton.
So this guy has an anatomically correct chrome giraffe skeleton in this house. As you'll see in a bit, in his own house, he also has like the same thing, but in gold. This dude is really into giraffe skeletons. I don't know if he thinks that makes houses seem more warm and friendly to have like a giraffe carcass towering over you at all times. And then there's also a nightclub in the bottom level of this house.
This is the nightclub.
Look at this.
Shall I do the reveal? Okay, here's the reveal.
It almost feels like he like wanted the house to be a certain amount of square footage, but then like ran out of ideas of how to fill the space. So he got like 50,000 square feet done. And then for the other 50,000, he was like, I start putting like businesses in here. I don't know. Nightclub, sure. If you go another level down, it's like an Amazon fulfillment center.
Well, Paul McLean was the architect, but everything in this house was generally all of my ideas.
We know. It was your idea. We know. It's very believable. You don't have to explain it further. We know. You killed the giraffe and you came up with a nightclub idea.
This is the community bath. So this is the her side. This is the toilets and this is the sinks. And see these plates right here.
Why does Michael storm into the bathroom like he's looking for someone? Niall's talking and he just like books it to one of the stalls and is like, who's in there? Michael's actually on a secret mission right now. He's on a reconnaissance mission looking for this dude's ex-wife. We know she's hidden somewhere in the house. You've got to find her, Michael. Oh, okay. Really interesting house. Yeah, I like this place. Found ya! Shit.
These are the urinals. And I'm gonna have cameras here looking at the guys.
You're gonna have cameras?
Cameras looking at the guys putting the image in the girls' bathroom. Out of the box thinking.
Out of the box thinking. You see, most people wouldn't think to do that because it's illegal. But I'm thinking outside the box of what is like morally acceptable.
It's a normal thing like a guy would do. Now I'm thinking like the girl. Get in the back for a minute.
He's like, you know how that's a thing that guys are always doing? A thing that all guys are doing? And it's like, no, not really. I don't think all guys are doing that in nightclubs. And he's like, yeah, you know how I'm always doing that? You know how I'm always putting cameras in the girls' bathroom? Well, now I'm gonna do the opposite.
I'll show you the theater.
Where is the theater?
Wait. It's very hard.
We just saw the real Niall for a second. Oh, where is the theater?
Shut the fuck up!
You speak when you're spoken to. Or, it's over here.
Hard to see this because my ex that I met 8 months ago, I married. It didn't work out because she's from Argentina. She doesn't listen to me, blah, 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 blah.
He said it didn't work out because she's from Argentina and she doesn't listen to me. My two biggest turnoffs, dude. Kind of feel like you would have known at least one of those things before you got married, but I don't know. She's from Argentina, she wouldn't listen to me. She told me to stop mutilating exotic animals, blah, blah, blah. She told me that my giraffe-sized vat of molten gold in our living room was too expensive.
But it's still hard to see because we were like soulmates, like deeper connection that you could ever imagine. So it's hard.
Dude, you gotta stop bringing up your ex-wife, man. 10 million people have seen that first video and 4 million people have seen this one. You can't be airing this stuff out like this. Rich men will do a $500 million house tour instead of just going to therapy. I struggle to properly articulate how I feel when I watch videos like this, because on one hand, like, it is entertaining to see how like insanely rich people live. I think another part of it is sort of like a what is that word, like Freuden? What is it called when you're like watching somebody do something embarrassing and it's like makes you feel funny? Schadenfreude? I think that's it. It's kind of like secondhand embarrassment where I'm like, I like look at Michael and just like all of the expensive stuff he owns in his clothes and I'm like, don't ever let me be that person. I make more money than I ever thought I would from YouTube. I have a really great career. It is a fear of mine that I will someday become out of touch and start acting like this. So if you ever see me start acting like Michael, please do not let me. Okay, so now that was the house that Niall built. Now this is Niall's personal house. Maybe you're curious to see how this dude actually lives, given everything we know about him so far.
So this is your house?
It is, yeah.
This is absolutely gorgeous. So, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, check it.
Can we show that? It's a hologram. I need this. Where do you get these?
I'm selling all the art, so if you want,
I'll have this.
So one of the weird things about this house tour is that Niall keeps saying that every piece of art in this house is for sale, which is definitely not a good sign. Like every time Michael is like, wow, this is a cool piece, he's like, yeah, how much will you pay for it? Because this one's actually going, it's a great deal. It's going for $350 million. Do you want it? So here's the golden giraffe that's at his house. It's absolutely insane looking. I mean, like, I don't know, does this go kind of hard? Is it cool? I don't know if you can tell at this part of his house, it kind of feels like it's just like in the back of his house somewhere that you'd never see it. But if you're gonna have like an insane piece of art, like maybe this is kind of cool. He said there is like a real giraffe skeleton involved in this somehow. I think that they like molded one out of clay based on a real giraffe skeleton. So I don't know if they had to kill a giraffe to make this. That would be fucked up. But then Niall says something that is pretty disturbing.
each side is too clear, too broken. You want to know a secret? It's funny.
Yeah.
They weren't really broken. Like somebody shot a bullet in this one. You can see the hole, so I broke the other side with a hammer just to match it.
Yeah, Niall says that someone shot the giraffe's sculpture case randomly, like he doesn't know who it was. And his first instinct was like, oh shit, now I gotta make the other side look cracked too. So he walked around to the other side and cracked it with a hammer. Niall, are you not concerned?
Why did they do that?
I don't know. I came out one day with, oh, sorry.
I don't know. It's not like I'm in like a ton of debt and people would have good reason to take me out. It's probably not a big deal. Oh, my favorite part of this whole tour is that while they're in like the bathroom, I guess, or some kind of spa room, Niall says he has a secret room, the red room. And he's like, you can't bring a camera in here. So I'm guessing this is some kind of like sex dungeon or some shit. And when Michael comes out, he is absolutely petrified. He is a changed man.
Oh, really? That secret?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I see why.
Hold on.
All right.
No,
well, I guess.
Leave it behind.
I mean, you can just tell by the entrance that something is going down in here, right?
I've never seen anything quite like that in my life.
Secret.
Maybe you're right, we shouldn't show it. Thoughts, Adam?
Michael looks like he's on the verge of tears, dude. Motherfucker's never touched grass before. And you brought him into a sex dungeon?
You look like a changed man.
He looks like the shell of a man. Look at him, he's going to go hide in the corner. Anyway, so that's producer Michael, the richest man in the world. I think. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you're subscribed and turn on my notifications to join Greg. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. What's up, Greg? I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to another episode of the Hyper Random Show. Today we're getting hyper, and you better believe we're gonna get a little bit random baloney. That's pretty random, right? So I've seen a couple videos on this dude, Guava Juice, before. Gus Johnson has a really good video about him if you want to go check that out. If you don't know who Guava Juice is, he is perhaps one of the kings of children's content on YouTube. He's got 16 million subscribers on YouTube. His videos do crazy numbers. His content is what I think I would call anti-relatable humor. None of the scenarios are relatable at all because none of this stuff ever happens, but he's gonna make jokes about it anyway like it does. If you take a look at his YouTube channel, he has a very interesting mix of content. It seems like most of his recent videos are either TikTok life hacks, Among Us, or this like very bizarre fast food based humor content. And that's what I want to focus on today. He's got things like 10 things not to do at McDonald's, 10 things not to do at Dunkin' Donuts, 10 things not to do at Starbucks, 10 things not to do at KFC. Honestly, it's fascinating to me and I want to show you guys. So let's go ahead and watch this video. It's called 10 things not to do at McDonald's 2.
Hello, ma'am, sir. Can I please order one hot coffee, please?
Will that be it, sir?
Yeah, that would be. You mother! It's fire!
All right, well, pretty solid start to a video, right? First thing you shouldn't do at McDonald's, order coffee, because they'll literally kill you. That's kind of a neat little life hack, right? I never knew that. Is that kind of like a secret menu? Like how at Jamba Juice, if you can order like secret smoothies that aren't on the menu, and at McDonald's, if you order a coffee, which is arguably one of their most popular items, they'll burn you to death. So you can kind of see what I'm saying, right? Like, this is anti-relatable. There is no part of this that I was like, oh yeah, that happens to me all the time. I can relate to that. It was a woman walking into McDonald's and getting lit on fire with coffee. That can't happen, can it?
Don't talk to the manager. I need to speak to your manager now.
Jeez, Karen, chill.
Okay, so now next scenario, this one, at first seems like it might actually be relatable, right? Because Karens are in the zeitgeist lately, asking to speak to a manager at McDonald's could be kind of like a Karen thing. This seems like it could be a good starting point for some good, relatable, observational humor. Let's check it out.
What seems to be the problem here?
Okay, yeah, never mind. It's not relatable anymore. The manager is Ronald McDonald. We have left the world where real things happen.
Big dear man.
Uh-oh. Seems like Karen is broken. I know how to fix this.
And now the Karen's a robot? See, this one almost started with a premise that makes sense, and then it just took a left turn. And then it took like 50 more left turns. It's just so hard to follow. It's like, is this even a story? Is there a plot to this? They're just like doing random things and crazy things are happening. I think it's really funny with these to take like the jokes that are supposed to be in here and try to imagine a stand-up comedian telling them instead. How about those Karens at McDonald's? You guys know the ones? They're always asking to talk to the manager. Yes. This guy knows what I'm talking about. And then the manager comes out and it's Ronald McDonald. Ronald McDonald is the manager of every McDonald's. What is he talking about? I have no fucking idea. He said Ronald McDonald? What? Well, it's not actually Ronald McDonald. It's Ronald McDonald mixed with the Joker, right? No. He manages every McDonald's? No, he's not real. And he comes out to talk to the Karen. He's like a mascot. And the Karen is malfunctioning because she's like, she was a robot the whole time. Wait, what? Hold on. Classic Karen You're literally stuff. Not making any sense. Wait, that doesn't happen. Are you just trying to make any sense? Okay, all right, easy, okay? I guess people don't get that one. I'll do a different joke. Okay, here, I got one. How come every time I order chicken nuggets at McDonald's, they bend me over the counter and start spanking my bare butt? No! Does that happen to anyone else? It happens every time I order chicken nuggets. No. It's never happened to me. Has it happened to you? No, I don't think so. It doesn't happen to anyone else? Somebody throw coffee at this asshole. Please tell me it happens to someone else. Yeah, set him on fire.
Don't go to the drive-thru.
Okay, so far, 2 of the things that we're not supposed to do is order coffee and go through the drive-thru. Is there anything we can do at McDonald's? I feel like by the end of it, they're gonna like list everything that I would have done at McDonald's. Maybe it would be more helpful if they made a list of things that you can do at McDonald's. I swear by the end of this video, it's gonna be like, number 10, things not to do at McDonald's. Don't ever go to McDonald's. If I ever see your ass at McDonald's, I'm gonna kick your butt. We're literally gonna kill you. We're gonna throw hot coffee on you, and then we're gonna stab you with pitchforks.
Don't try to fix the ice cream machine.
It's just right down there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, right down there. There you go. Yeah, right down there.
I like that he said, yeah, I think I can see it, as he's like staring at the wall.
There.
Oh yeah, the ice cream machine. Don't worry, I got it. No, dude, it's over here. Huh? The ice cream machine? It's right here. All right, I think I got it working, dude. This is gonna be some tasty ice cream. Could they not have just put something on that shelf that like kind of resembles an ice cream machine? They like rented or built this entire McDonald's set. They wrote the script out beforehand. They knew they were going to need something that looks like an ice cream machine. I assume that they write these beforehand. I guess I don't really know. In fact, maybe not. Or also they could have just changed the line to, I don't think I see it. Like he could have just been like, no, there's not an ice cream machine down here. And then they hit him in the head with the bottle. One of the weirdest things I think you'll notice about these videos is how the production value is simultaneously really good and also really bad. They have this whole set, they've got costumes, they're wearing like uniforms, they've got certain props, they've got a nice camera, they've got lighting. But then for the script, they were apparently just like, we can just say anything and it's fine.
Don't be a food inspector! Right this way, Mr. Food Inspector.
What is this?
You should have left Woody on the chance!
Master!
Now stay here for the rest of your life!
Daddy, is that you? It's me, your son. I love you, Tucker, my son.
Dad, chill.
Honey, when we going to bed?
Okay, aside from the fact that I literally have no idea what's going on or where this is going, I feel like every woman character in the videos that Guava Juice makes is like weirdly sexual for some reason. Like they either give them really big boobies and they're saying things like, when are we going to bed, sweetheart? Or there's another one of these McDonald's videos where Wendy from Wendy's shows up and she's like this.
I know a place where you can have anything you like.
Which is really weird because I'm pretty sure Wendy is supposed to be like a little girl and not a grown man.
Don't ask for a McFlurry.
McWater. McGurk. McFire. And McAir. McFlurry.
That was so cool.
How is that don't order a McFlurry from McDonald's? If anything, that makes me want to order one more. That was sick. Even the dude who got the McFlurry was like, damn, that was really cool. Things not to do at McDonald's. Never order a McFlurry. You wanna know why? Because they might give you a goddamn McFlurry. And it's gonna taste good, and it's gonna be exactly what you wanted. And, oh yeah, they're also gonna make it in a really sick way.
You know what else likes cheese? Mouse? Mickey Mouse?
I don't know why that's so funny to me, those two lines. You know what else likes cheese?
Mouse?
Not mice, just mouse. You know what likes cheese? Mouse. There's only one mouse, and you bet your ass he likes cheese. Okay, that's enough about McDonald's. Let's check out 10 things not to do at Dunkin' Donuts.
Here are 10 things not to do at Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, wait, no!
Oh. The production value of these videos is so confusing. They have like an entire Dunkin' Donuts set built with the orange walls and the signs. They've got like flat screen TVs with the menus behind them. This isn't filmed in a real Dunkin' Donuts. They made this set. They make these whole ass sets just to make these confusing videos.
Don't ask if there are more donuts in the back.
Hey, wise guy, you got any donuts in the back?
Whatever is available on display, sir.
Right, you see, wise guy? I want the flavors, not the leftovers.
I want the flavors, not the leftovers. Do you think that they write these down before they film them? Like, what does that line even mean? The donuts that are in front of him aren't leftovers. They're the donuts that are on display. I want the flavors? I just feel like it's so easy to make sense, especially when you've got probably so many resources like they do to be able to, you know, take time and write these videos beforehand. If I had to guess, I would say they probably have multiple writers. It still somehow comes off like they have to improv every scene. Like they're on this crazy time crunch and they don't have time to like figure out the plot at all before they start and they just have to like go into it blind. Okay, come on, we gotta do this quick, okay? Action. What? I don't know my lines. You didn't give me anything. Just say something about the donuts. Anything. I don't want these leftovers. I don't want leftover. I want, some kind of flavors. I want flavors. Okay, cut. Yeah, sorry, I know. We should probably redo that take. That didn't make any sense. All right, we're moving on, everybody. Next scene. Wait, what? But that was so bad. It didn't make any sense. Hey, buddy. Don't be so hard on yourself, all right? That was the best acting I've ever seen. How? Wait, but they must do some kind of writing because I'm pretty sure Guava Juice is playing both parts in a lot of these scenes, if not all of them. So they must have it written down because like they have to be talking to each other. I mean, maybe that's why it kind of seems like they're not really talking to each other and they're both just saying whatever they want to say. What's up, Greg? New technology truly fascinates me. A new gadget being introduced to the world has the potential to change the way we live, learn, and communicate. Or more interestingly, it could flop and become a laughingstock of the internet. Which is why a few weeks ago, I was thrilled to discover the unveiling for a project called the Humane AI Pin. This might be the worst product presentation I've ever seen for one of the strangest products I've ever seen. Apparently, Humane AI is a new tech startup founded by 2 former Apple employees and current lovers, Imran Chowdhury and Bethany Bongiorno. Their mission is building innovative technology that feels familiar, natural, and human. Okay, first thing that's sticking out to me is that none of those words were useful. Also, do I really want my technology to feel more human? I've never wished my MacBook to be more fleshy. Also, Humane AI is such an unsettling name for a company. I'm sorry. You lost me right off the bat. I feel like the only times I ever even hear the word humane is when we're talking about like factory farming or something. Don't worry, dude. When this AI takes over, it is going to be super humane in the way it slaughters us. It will not violate the Geneva Convention, unlike other AIs, Siri. All right, let's go ahead and watch the product presentation and let's see if you think it's as weird as I do.
Welcome to Humane.
Thank you.
This is the Humane AI Pin.
Cool.
It's a standalone device and software platform.
So the intro does have a very threatening aura about it, doesn't it? The sterile white room. They're both so serious and they're unboxing a mysterious device. I feel like I'm about to be tortured for information. Oh. What is that? This is the Humane AI Pin, and it is the last thing you will ever see.
It's a standalone device and software platform built from the ground up for AI.
Okay, so it's some kind of mobile device. It's built from the ground up for AI, and I'm very excited for them to tell us what that means.
It comes in 3 colorways.
Okay.
Got Eclipse, Lunar, and Equinox.
Those are not colors.
There's 2 pieces, a computer and a battery booster. Now, the battery booster powers a smaller battery inside the main computer.
Okay, great. What does it do?
And this is how we achieve our all-day battery life.
Oh, great. It's got all-day battery life. That way you can spend all day.
There are no wake words, so it's not always listening or always recording. In fact, it doesn't do anything until you engage with it.
Okay, thank God. So it doesn't record me. That's good to know. For a second, I was worried that it almost had one feature. Who is this for? What kind of person needs to hear about what colors a device comes in before they'd even consider hearing about what it actually does? Also, 2 of the colors are black. You designed 3 colors and 2 of them are black. You couldn't come up with a 3rd color? Also, I'm sorry because I know that not everyone is super comfortable in front of a camera. It's not a skill set everyone has. But maybe you guys should have like hired a spokesperson or something instead of letting the world's 2 sleepiest CEOs do this product demo.
Now, the battery booster powers a smaller battery inside the main computer.
Are they okay? This thing has all-day battery life. That's because it actually feeds on your life force. I've had mine on for 3 months, and you probably can't even tell the physical toll it's had on me.
And your engagement comes through your touch, voice, gesture, or the laser ink display.
Whoa, wait, okay. Holy cow. We have a feature. It actually does something. I will admit I was not expecting that. Why didn't you lead with that? I mean, I don't know what that is or what it does, but at least it's something. It looks futuristic. I don't know about the name laser ink display though. That doesn't sound very futuristic.
The laser ink display.
Sounds like a printer.
It also comes with its own connectivity built right in. Our own Humane network, connected by T-Mobile.
Our very own network. That is T-Mobile's network.
We were able to pack a lot of technology into something really small.
Tell me about it, dude. I can barely even count all the technologies you put in this thing. You got the laser ink display, all-day battery, black. Is that a technology? They continue for a while just using buzzwords and vague expressions to explain what this thing does until like 3 minutes into the video when they finally give us a demonstration of something tangible this thing can do.
Play the song How Music Makes You Feel Better.
Doesn't look like it's making him feel better.
We've partnered with Tidal, which you get out of the box.
Okay, finally, we know one thing it can do. It can play music. And not just how you would normally listen to music either. You can give it little riddles to try to figure out what songs you want it to play.
Play music written by Prince, but not performed by Prince.
Give me songs written by first-born left-handed British women who have never been to Ibiza that weren't released on weekends or holidays. Can Alexa do that? I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever tried before.
Got my music controls. If I go to the left, I can go back. If I was to go down, I can pause.
Wow, okay, that actually does look a lot more convenient than using Tidal on my phone, but only because I don't have Tidal on my phone. After this, we do start to get some truly incredible demos using this product's advanced AI.
When is the next eclipse? Where is the best place to see it?
The next total solar eclipse will occur on April 8th, 2024. Best places to see it are Exmouth, Australia, and East Timor.
Huh, that's weird. This NASA article says that that eclipse that's happening on April 8th is actually not going to be visible in Australia. It's only going to be visible from like the US. It actually seems like it's going to be nighttime in Australia during the eclipse. Well, what are you going to do? I mean, they're a technology company. They're not a space company. What would you expect them to know about the moon? They only named all of their colors after it.
How much protein?
These almonds have 15 grams of protein.
Great.
Those almonds for sure do not have 15 grams of protein. An entire cup of almonds has 20 grams of protein. This dude was holding like 9 almonds. Did I think he was asking about his whole hand? Because that actually might be accurate.
I'm gonna eat it.
Enjoy it.
Guys, I hate to say it, but I don't think your thing works. You only asked it to do a couple things and it got 2 of them wrong. He does do a demo where he sends a text later in the video and that seems to work.
Tell Andrew I'll be there later tonight.
But to be fair, we never see the person receive the text. I got a weird text from Imran that just says, learned how to go potty big boy style. Interestingly, after people started to realize that all of the information in this demo was wrong, they actually re-uploaded the video pretending that the pin gave the correct answer the entire time.
How much protein?
A half a cup of almonds has 15 grams of protein.
Don't believe it. That's humane propaganda.
The AI pin allows you to shop in the real world. How much is this online?
This is $28 online.
Great. Buy it.
That one is super confusing. It doesn't give you any information on where it's getting that price, where you're buying it from, when it will arrive. I feel like you need to give it at least some specifics, otherwise it's definitely gonna mess up your order. Go ahead and buy this book.
Sending to Sudan.
No, send it here.
You didn't specify. Sending to Sudan.
Shit. Now, if you're wondering how you can get one of these things, the prices range from $700 to $800 for the more expensive colors. And they're estimated to ship in March of 2024. Now, you might be thinking the price of $700 is a little bit high for this thing, but think about it this way. What other product on the market can so accurately tell you how many grams of protein aren't in 9 almonds? Okay, they've also got this little short film about the human experience using their AI pin.
Isn't life about what we experience? What we smell?
Can I eat this?
Yes, dragon fruits are low in sugar.
What is this thing, my mom? Can I drink this? Not before you finish your vegetables. And say please next time. What did you just call me? I am your pin, young man. Dude, I want to buy this thing just for that feature. I want to hold every object, creature, and human in front of this thing and ask if I can eat it. Do you need something from me? Can I eat that? Analyzing. Oh, no, you can't eat me. I'm a person, so. High fat content detected. Rude. 1 gram of protein detected. That can't be right. Tiny balls detected. All right, what the hell? Enjoy it. Yes, yummy. Wait, stop. No, you cannot eat me. I'm a human. All right, man, who do you think I'm gonna trust? You or my $700 pin? Last time I checked, this pin doesn't have tiny balls. This thing tells me what to eat, when to eat. It even suggested this very fashionable outfit I'm wearing today. Is that why you're not wearing pants? They're in Sudan.
What we hear?
Hey, what should I get here?
What is this interaction? Who are those people? Does he know them? Man, if he's in a different country where he doesn't speak the language, I would not trust that pin. Based on everything we've seen so far, who knows what it's saying to these people?
What we see?
Capture this.
Dude, parents are gonna love that feature. Me walking around a park with my AI pin. Capture this, baby. Capture. kidnap this child. So after watching all of this, I have two thoughts. The first being, maybe someday this will be like a revolutionary product that changes the way we all interact with each other. Maybe we're just seeing some hiccups now, but a few product generations down the line, this thing is really gonna take off. It'll be more refined. It will know where the moon is. But the second thing is, I have a lot of questions about this product. For one, how is this better than the phones we have now? More specifically, why can't all of the features of this thing just be built into one app in a phone? And what if you don't want to be talking to your chest every time you need to Google something or text someone? Well, this thing started to pick up some traction online, and eventually the founders ended up on CNBC, where the hosts seemed to have a lot of the same questions.
Doing this right now is Imran Chaudhry. He's chairman and president of the company. And Bethany Bongiorno, she's the CEO.
We're also very scared of them. That's why we've sat them as far away from us as we physically can. We actually ordered this giant table when we found out they were coming.
I don't know if can we get the camera so people can see just what we're talking about in case?
Imran, you can't see as much because it's black, so it blends in with your jacket. It's black.
Imran's just sitting there like...
It's Eclipse. It's privacy first, so it's not always recording. It's actually just doing things when you want it on demand.
Is it doing something right now, or are you
It's
recording
not.
us?
It's doing nothing right now.
I get a little sense of pride when he says that. It's actually doing nothing right now.
It's doing nothing right now.
After years of research and millions of dollars spent, we finally designed a pin that does nothing.
It's doing nothing right now.
You might think that's a bad thing, but you've never met this AI. It's evil.
Turn around, maybe you can get that on camera.
Oh, yeah. I see your hand. Yes. Keep doing it. I see your hand.
Can you see
What's
that?
Yeah, what's that telling you?
Oh God, dude, I do feel for him. I mean, these people are not like media trained, I feel like. They really should have hired a professional spokesperson, because I feel like they're just so out of their depth. He's got like the worst camera angle possible to show this thing off. His hand is shaking. Imagine a little alert pops up on the screen that's like, high heart rate detected. Is Squawk Box the name of this show? I'm not familiar with it. I never heard of this before. Or is this some kind of jab at their device? Formal Apple designers peddle their snake oil Squawk Box.
You can use it however you want.
Like what? Like what? Tell me something you would use that for.
Okay, it sounds like this host is thinking the exact same thing as me. What is it? Tell me one thing. Then they just start like drilling them. They don't even let either of them finish answering their questions. They just like are bombarding them with reasonable questions about this device.
That you've got in, stuff that you do just all the time.
How would I know without seeing a screen?
A user LED called
So that's what I want to ask you about.
This is brutal, man. Let the poor guy speak. Just at least let him finish answering your questions, man. I mean, he's not actually gonna answer them. He's probably just gonna say AI over and over, but just let him finish his sentence.
Sometimes I'll be at a meeting, right? And I'm sneaking under the desk to look at my email because and I can't say, hey Siri, tell me my email.
I mean, that's actually a really good point. The only way to interact with this device is to talk to it or to use this weird, clunky laser jet display, which I don't even think you can type on. So if you want to text someone, you have to say it out loud, which just does not seem practical at all. So is this device gonna revolutionize technology as we know it? There's probably only one way to find out, and that's that I'm gonna have to buy it and review it when it comes out. So let me know if you guys want me to do that, and maybe I will. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.